Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about something we've all experienced, either from ourselves or someone else. Bad breath. It's that awkward moment when you're leaning in for a conversation and you suddenly become self-conscious. While we often reach for gum or a mint, those are just temporary fixes. The real issue, what we call halitosis in the medical world, usually isn't about the spicy food you just ate. It's a biological process. The primary culprits are bacteria living in your mouth, on your tongue, and between your teeth. When these bacteria break down food particles, they release volatile sulfur compounds, or VSCs, and that's what creates that unpleasant odor. It's a sign of an imbalance in your oral microbiome. So if masking the smell doesn't work long-term, what does? The answer is tackling the root cause, the bacteria themselves. It's about creating an environment in your mouth where the bad odor-causing bacteria can't thrive. This involves more than just brushing. It's about your diet, your hydration levels, and even how you breathe. Many people think you need harsh chemicals or expensive products to solve this, but that's not always the case. Nature has provided some incredibly powerful tools to help us restore that balance and achieve genuinely fresh breath that lasts all day, not just for the next 10 minutes. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into the science behind this. I'm going to walk you through 8 proven natural remedies that are backed by scientific evidence. We'll cover everything from specific herbs and spices that act as natural antiseptics to the simple power of water, and even how certain foods can either fight for you or against you in this battle. By the end of this, you'll have a complete toolkit to defeat mouth bacteria, boost your saliva production, and finally say goodbye to bad breath for good. Let's get into it. First up, let's head to the spice rack. It turns out some of the most potent weapons against halitosis are probably already in your kitchen. I'm talking about fresh herbs and whole spices like mint, parsley, cloves, cardamom, and fennel seeds. These aren't just for flavor, they are packed with compounds that actively fight bad breath. For example, both mint and parsley contain high levels of chlorophyll, a natural deodorizer that can help neutralize odors from the inside out. Chewing on a few fresh leaves after a meal can provide an immediate burst of freshness that isn't just a mask, it's actively working against the problem. But it goes deeper than just chlorophyll. Cloves, cardamom, and fennel seeds have powerful antiseptic properties. Cloves contain eugenol, a compound that has been studied for its strong antibacterial effects against the very microbes that cause bad breath. Similarly, chewing on fennel seeds or a cardamom pod does 2 things simultaneously. First, their aromatic oils help freshen your breath instantly. Second, and more importantly, the act of chewing stimulates your salivary glands. Saliva is your body's natural mouthwash. It helps wash away food debris and bacteria, making your mouth a less hospitable place for them to grow. Now let's talk about a simple, inexpensive but incredibly effective tool, sodium bicarbonate, or as you know it, baking soda. The bacteria that cause bad breath thrive in an acidic environment. When you eat sugary foods or don't clean your teeth properly, the pH level in your mouth drops, creating the perfect breeding ground for these microbes. Baking soda is alkaline, which means it works to neutralize those acids, bringing the pH of your mouth back to a healthier, more balanced state. This simple chemical reaction makes it much harder for odor-causing bacteria to survive and multiply. Using it is straightforward. You can mix about half a teaspoon of baking soda into a small glass of warm water and use it as a mouth rinse. Swish it around for about 30 seconds to a minute, making sure it reaches all the corners of your mouth, then spit it out. Studies have shown that this can significantly reduce the concentration of those volatile sulfur compounds. Beyond just rinsing, baking soda's fine, slightly abrasive texture is also effective at breaking down bacterial biofilms, that sticky, slimy layer of plaque that forms on your teeth, without being too harsh on your enamel. It's a powerhouse for both neutralizing odor and disrupting the homes where bacteria live. This next one might seem obvious, but its importance cannot be overstated. Hydration. A dry mouth or xerostomia is one of the leading causes of bad breath. Without enough saliva, food particles and bacteria are not washed away effectively. They sit in your mouth, decompose, and produce those foul-smelling VSCs. Simply drinking enough water throughout the day is one of the most fundamental steps you can take. It keeps your salivary glands working optimally, ensuring your mouth has a constant natural cleansing flow. Think of it as running the dishwasher for your mouth all day long. To take your hydration to the next level, consider incorporating certain herbal teas. I'm not talking about sugary iced teas. I mean unsweetened brewed teas like green tea, fennel tea, or even fenugreek tea. Green tea is particularly fantastic because it contains catechins, which are powerful antioxidants that have been shown to inhibit the growth of bacteria responsible for halitosis. Fennel tea, much like chewing the seeds, helps stimulate saliva and has antimicrobial properties. Fenugreek tea has a long history in traditional medicine for treating bad breath due to its ability to help cleanse the body. So swapping a coffee for a green tea isn't just good for your energy levels, it's actively fighting bad breath. What you eat plays a direct role in the ecosystem of your mouth. Some foods are like fuel for bad breath, while others are your greatest allies. So let's start with the allies. Probiotic yogurt, the kind with live and active cultures, is a fantastic choice. These beneficial bacteria, like lactobacillus, can help crowd out the bad odor-producing bacteria in your mouth, essentially winning the competition for space and resources. Another powerful food is fenugreek, which we mentioned as a tea. Chewing the seeds or incorporating them into your cooking can help tackle bad breath systemically. And of course, crunchy, fiber-rich fruits and vegetables like apples and carrots act like natural toothbrushes, scrubbing away plaque as you chew. On the flip side, you have the foods that feed the problem. The most obvious culprits are onions and garlic. Their sulfur compounds are absorbed into your bloodstream, travel to your lungs, and are then exhaled, causing breath odor that brushing just can't fix. But the bigger, more chronic issue comes from sugar and refined carbohydrates. The bacteria in your mouth love sugar. It's honestly their favorite food. When you consume sugary drinks, candies, or processed snacks, you're basically throwing a party for the very bacteria that produce acid and bad odors. Limiting these foods starves the bad bacteria and is a critical step in rebalancing your oral microbiome for long-term fresh breath. Let's talk about the concentrated power of essential oils. These are not just for aromatherapy. Many essential oils possess potent antimicrobial properties that can be incredibly beneficial for oral health. Specifically, oils like peppermint, clove, orange, tea tree, and eucalyptus have been studied for their ability to kill the bacteria that cause plaque, gingivitis, and bad breath. Peppermint oil provides that classic fresh feeling, while clove oil, containing eugenol, is a powerful antiseptic. Tea tree oil is famous for its antibacterial and anti-inflammatory effects, making it great for gum health. There are a couple of safe ways to incorporate these into your routine. One popular method is oil pulling, an ancient Ayurvedic practice. You can add 1 or 2 drops of an essential oil like tea tree or peppermint to a tablespoon of a carrier oil, such as coconut or sesame oil. Swish this mixture in your mouth for 10 to 15 minutes before spitting it into the trash, never the sink, as it can clog pipes. This process helps pull bacteria from the nooks and crannies of your mouth. Alternatively, you can create a simple homemade mouthwash by adding a drop or 2 of food-grade essential oil to a glass of water. It's a natural alcohol-free way to reduce bacteria and restore a healthy balance to your mouth. With all these natural remedies, it can be easy to forget the absolute cornerstone of fresh breath, fundamental, non-negotiable oral hygiene. All the herbal teas and oil pulling in the world won't help if you're not removing the primary source of the problem, plaque and food debris. This means brushing your teeth for 2 full minutes twice a day. Not a quick 30-second scrub. 2 minutes allows the fluoride in your toothpaste to work and ensures you're thoroughly cleaning all surfaces of your teeth. Don't forget to angle the brush at 45 degrees towards the gum line to clean that critical area. And brushing is only half the battle. Flossing or using an interdental cleaner at least once a day is crucial. It's the only way to remove plaque and food particles from between your teeth and under the gum line, where your toothbrush can't reach. Finally, and this is a big one many people miss, you have to clean your tongue. Your tongue, especially the back third, is covered in tiny papillae that can trap a massive amount of bacteria and food debris, creating a biofilm that is a major source of bad breath. Using a dedicated tongue scraper every morning is more effective than a toothbrush for removing this coating. This simple 3-step routine, brush, floss, scrape, is the foundation upon which all other remedies are built. 2 lifestyle factors that have a massive impact on your breath are smoking and, surprisingly, how you breathe. Let's start with the obvious one: smoking. Tobacco products are devastating for oral health. Not only do they leave their own stale, chemical smell, but they also dry out your mouth, reducing saliva flow and creating the perfect environment for odor-causing bacteria. Smoking also increases your risk of gum disease, another major cause of chronic halitosis. The single best thing any smoker can do for their breath and their overall health is to make a plan to quit. Your body and your mouth will begin to heal almost immediately. Now for the less obvious one, your breathing patterns. Many of us are chronic mouth breathers, especially at night. Breathing through your mouth constantly dries it out, leading to that dreaded morning breath. The solution is to consciously practice nose breathing. Your nose is designed to filter, warm, and humidify the air you breathe, a process that doesn't happen with mouth breathing. This keeps your oral cavity from drying out. You can practice simple breathing exercises during the day, in through the nose, out through the nose, to make it a habit. This increases oxygenation and helps maintain saliva levels, creating a healthier oral environment that's naturally resistant to bad breath. Here's a simple, refreshing trick you may not have heard of: using citrus peels. The peels of oranges, lemons, or grapefruits are not just for zesting. They can be a fantastic natural remedy for a quick breath refresh and a long-term saliva boost. The peels contain citric acid, which has a powerful effect on your salivary glands. When you chew on a piece of citrus peel, the citric acid stimulates those glands to produce more saliva, which, as we know, is essential for washing away food debris and bacteria. To try this, make sure you're using a clean, well-washed, preferably organic citrus peel to avoid pesticides. Simply cut off a small piece and chew on it for 2 to 3 minutes. Don't swallow it, just chew it to release the oils and acids, then discard it. The essential oils in the peel also provide a burst of fresh citrus scent, offering an immediate improvement in your breath. This isn't something you need to do all day, but chewing on a peel after a meal or when your mouth feels dry can be a great way to kickstart your saliva production and keep your breath fresh naturally. It's a simple, zero-waste hack that puts the whole fruit to good use. So there you have it, 8 powerful, science-backed strategies to naturally transform your oral health and achieve lasting fresh breath. As we've seen today, this isn't about finding a stronger mint or a more potent mouthwash to cover up the problem. True fresh breath comes from understanding and addressing the biology of your mouth. It's about creating balance. By neutralizing acids with baking soda, promoting good bacteria with yogurt, and keeping your mouth hydrated and clean, you're not just fighting a symptom. You're solving the problem at its source by changing the very environment where bad breath begins. These natural remedies are not magic pills, but they are effective tools when combined with the fundamentals. Remember that consistency is everything. You can't just scrape your tongue once and expect a miracle, but by incorporating these habits into your daily routine, proper brushing and flossing, mindful eating and drinking, and using nature's antiseptics like herbs and essential oils, you will fundamentally shift your mouth's microbiome. You'll be starving the bad bacteria and nurturing a healthy, balanced ecosystem that doesn't produce those unpleasant odors in the first place. Take these tips, experiment with what works best for you, and commit to the process. You have the power to say goodbye to self-consciousness and hello to the confidence that comes with genuinely fresh, healthy breath. It's a journey of 1,000 small, smart decisions. Thanks for watching, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.